everyone, I am Niharika and welcome back to a new lesson. Well, tell me, do you love clothes? Are you one of them who only talk about fashion, about international brands or designers? Then, well, yes, this lesson is for you because here on the board I have some vocabulary related to fashion. So we are going to start with the very first word here, that is fashionista. So tell me, are you a fashionista? Well, who is a fashionista? Well, fashionista is someone who is not only interested in fashion, but is totally obsessed with fashion. So someone who knows and follows all the new trends, have the best of clothing, the best of bags, be it hair or accessories. They are completely devoted to fashion. So such people are called fashionistas. So someone who is obsessed with fashion. Okay, another one that I have for you here is a conservative dresser. So who is a conservative dresser? Well, someone who doesn't like to expose, someone who doesn't like to show off too much skin. Now, you will come across many women who do not like wearing short skirts or do not like wearing tops without sleeves or showing off their cleavage. So they all fall into this type, that is conservative dressers. Okay? So someone who do not expose. Okay, so they're always in covered clothes, right? Then the third one that I have for you is a trendsetter. Well, a trendsetter is someone who follows a style, okay, or brings up a new style, and then helps it to make it popular. So, for example, there are so many actors who started wearing hairbands, okay, the men wearing hairbands. And then I noticed that there were so many men who started following that trend, who started wearing hairbands. So those actors are trendsetters. Or these days, there's this new look, the worn out denims, okay? So even when you go to the market, you go to the shop and you end up buying new denims, they're either a little faded or they are worn out, okay? They're also called as tattered denims. So where does this all come from? Well, someone who started this style and it was so popular that people started following that style. So he or she was the trendsetter, okay? So someone who starts a style and then it becomes popular and people start following it, okay? The fourth one is high street fashion. Well, high street fashion is, when you end up buying clothes from shops like H&M, Forever 21 or Zara, well, these all brands are high street shops or high street brands. So they are affordable, but they also follow the new trends, okay? So they're not too expensive, okay? An average person can definitely afford high street shopping and they look really classy, okay? So that is high street fashion. So something which is affordable and trendy. Okay, and then the last one over here that I have is thrift shop. Well, a thrift shop is a shop that sells old clothes or second-hand clothes. So it is second-hand clothing. Well, usually thrift shops sell second-hand clothing to raise funds for church or for some charity. So in fact, internationally, I have seen so many thrift shops who sell second-hand clothes, and that really helps them to fund for charity. Okay, so those kind of shops are called as thrift shops. Okay, so these are certain words that are related to fashion, and now we are going to look at some words that would help you to describe fashion. It is always nice to talk about fashion, right? Or someone who is extremely fashionable. Then here are some words for you. The first one is stylish. Well, stylish is someone who is stylish is someone who is extremely fashionable, who follow the new trends, and they're always dressed in a very classy manner. So they are stylish. So someone who is very fashionable. Now, even the word chic has the same meaning. Chic also means to be stylish or fashionable. However, when you say, oh, did you look at Karen's new chic jacket? Okay, so chic sounds a little nice because it's a French word, but the meaning is just the same, being classy or being stylish or fashionable. Okay, so you can use the word chic as well. And the third one is in. Well, in. Well, here when I write in, it means that, oh, this blue color is so much in these days. So, in, when it comes to fashion, means something which is really hot. Hot selling or is extremely popular. So when I say that, oh, leather jackets are so in these days, this means it's extremely considered hot or very trendy, okay? That most of the people are wearing the same thing. It's a popular style. So that's why I have this word in here. Then we have trendy. Now, trendy is also pretty much similar to in, or something which is really hot and something which is extremely popular these days. Like I said, worn out denims are so trendy. Or this new color, the new pink, the carrot pink is so trendy. So something which is very popular is very considered to be very hot and is pretty much in, okay? So that's the word for you to describe fashion. That's trendy. Then I have vintage. Well, what comes to your mind when you use the word vintage? Well, something which is old but extremely stylish and of a great quality. So something which is old, stylish, classy, and good quality. Oh, her dress is so vintage. So vintage clothing might be worn by others before. Okay, so these clothes are old, but they're very classy. They're like timeless beauty, and they are of good quality too. Okay, so that's vintage clothing, right? And then the last one that I have for you is classic. The black dress is always considered to be a classic. So again, it's timeless. So it's classic means, you know, certain clothing or certain bags or certain accessories are classic because be it however old fashioned, or even though if it's not trendy, even if it's not in these days, it's still considered to be classic. The reason because it's one of the best fashion. For example, if you are wearing a nice pretty black dress, it's always considered to be classic. Whether black is in or not, but it is classic. So these are some words that would help you to describe fashion. So this brings me to the end of this lesson. Hope this lesson is helpful for you to talk about fashion, and please use it and do write into us if you enjoyed this lesson. I'll be back with a new lesson. Until then, you take care.